Good morning, people. I hope everyone's having a magnificent Tuesday morning. Okay, I'm going to jump right in it. And today I want to talk to you new and future Lyft Express program drivers. The clock is ticking. That's today's topic. The clock is ticking. Okay. As a new and future Lyft Express program driver, time is not in your favor. And this is what I mean by that. Time is money. And you get in the Lyft Express Drive program for whatever reason it is that you got in it. A lot of you all get in the program because you need a car. It's the fastest way you think that you can get a car. And you do get in it. A lot of you all still have full-time jobs. So you want to use this as a win-win situation. You think it's a win-win situation. You want to drive the car, do the things you need to do because of your vehicle may be, broken down, or you've lost your vehicle. And you still have to, and you can't acquire a vehicle right now. So you still have things you have to do. So you need a vehicle. So you join the Lyft Express Drive program and you want to drive part-time. And, you have a full-time job. You have kids at home. You have a whole family. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot going on. Well, time is really not going to be in your favor. Because every day that you miss driving, it's going to cost you dearly. Remember, when you join the Lyft Express Drive program, them people get their money first. So if your car payment is $285 or whatever it is, you got to get out there and drive to make that car payment first, because they're going to take their money first. Then the rest of the days that you're driving is for you, okay? You cannot get in the Lyft Express Drive program and drive when you want to drive. The program forces you to get out there and drive, okay? Time is money, okay? I explained a lot of stuff about this program yesterday in the video I dropped yesterday. But a lot of people leave me messages in my comment, and they leave messages of different scenarios surrounding the Lyft Express Drive program. Some people will be like, hey, man, do you think the Lyft Express Drive program will work for me if I can drive 2 hours a day and until I get my car back? I've signed up, but I haven't really pulled the plug yet, so I don't know what to do. Now, when it comes to situations like this, it's a difficult situation. Because if you want to drive 2 hours a day, okay, 2 hours a day. Okay, let's say you're going to drive 7 days a week. Okay, now, number one, it's the money that you make in 2 hours is going to depend on the city or state that you're driving in. And the demand for riders in that area, as well as the bonuses that the algorithm will disperse for you based off of the demand for riders in your area. So you driving 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, will probably just barely make the car payment. You're driving for free. What? You're driving just to drive the car? That makes no sense. But a lot of you all join the Lyft Express Drive program because of the car. Okay? And, for whatever reason that you may need the car for, okay. But when you join the Lyft Express Drive program, the clock is ticking. Especially you Lyft Express Drive program drivers that's full time. Man, you can be half dead. And every day that you miss because you're sick, or because your children's sick, or because your wife is down and you can't get out there and drive, man, it puts you behind the 8 ball. That means every day you miss, it's going to be harder as the days go to drive for that car payment. Now, this also depends on the city or state that you're driving in and the demand for riders in that area and the bonuses that the algorithm is going to disperse based on the demand for riders in that area. Everybody is not going to be in an area where they can make up a day that they miss just like that. Because every week is going to be different. The demand for riders in everybody's city or state is going to be low on some days, medium on some days, and very high on other days. You're going to find yourself driving 10 to 12 hours a day trying to make the car payment, recover your gas money, and make something for yourself. Now I'm talking to you people that's driving full time. So if you people driving full time, you have to, based on the city or state that you're driving in, you have to schedule to drive. You have to make a schedule so that you can get out there and drive during the times where you can make $80, $70, $80, or $100 in a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be times of the day where it's going to be so slow that you're going to be sitting around for 20 and 25 minutes or 30 minutes per ride, and sometimes damn near an hour. That can be very strenuous on you as a driver, especially when you're someone that's in the Lyft Express Drive program, because time is money. And the more you sitting around, barely getting calls, barely making money, they sending you bad trips, they sending you long trips, 100 miles for $70, and all types of stuff like that, just making it difficult for you because you're in the Lyft Express Drive program to make the payment. People, you have to remember, as a driver in the Lyft Express Drive program, your cents per mile in your area that Lyft is going to pay you in whatever city or state that you're driving in, each city or state that you're driving in is going to have a different cents per mile based off of the demand for riders in that area. They set a base rate. per mile for the drivers. And that cents per mile will be reduced. So if you're driving with your own car in Oklahoma City and the cents per mile with your own car is 86 cents per mile, when you join the Lyft Express Drive program as a driver on the Lyft platform, they are going to reduce your cents per mile in that area to probably 45 cents per mile. So it's going to go from 86 cents per mile to 45 cents per mile. So you're going to be driving in the Lyft Express Drive program for 45 cents per mile. This makes it even harder for you as a driver in the Lyft Express Drive program to make your car payment. Now, this may vary based on the demand for riders in your area and the bonuses that the algorithm will disperse based off of the demand in your area. Because see, the way the system works is it disperses certain types of bonuses and certain level of ride challenges based off of the demand for riders in your area to entice the drivers to come out and drive. So if you all are in very good areas where the demand is high, you will do pretty well in the Lyft Express Drive program. I stated this yesterday. But every day that you miss driving in the Lyft Express Drive program puts you behind greatly. So for all of you all that's lazy, that join the program and want to be a full-time driver, and you're sitting around for 2 days, and you think that you're going to get out there on Friday and Saturday and grind that money up, you're putting yourself in a bad position. Okay? Because that means that all the rest of them days, you're sitting around chilling, riding here, riding there with the car, burning up gas that you could be out there making money with, because it's going to take you gas to drive to get that car payment. And even if you all have those electrical vehicles, you still have to charge it. They cost too. You understand what I'm saying? Time is money. The clock is ticking. Every time you miss a day, it puts you behind a great deal. You know what I'm saying? The Lyft Express Drive program is a very harsh business model. I know it front to back because I drove in that program for a year and 6 months. I drove 10 to 12 hours a day in that program. The demand for riders in my area was very, very bad. The bonuses that they dispersed to the drivers in this area was very, very bad. Because the area that I lived in, there was more drivers than demand for riders. A lot of you all going to be in that same situation. A lot of you all will stay in the program for 2 weeks and realize that it's not for you. Because no one wants to drive 10 to 12 hours a day. I don't give a damn if you drive 5 hours in the day and 5 hours at night. 10 to 12 hours a day is a harsh way to make a living. You're not going to have a life. You have people that have children, have romantic interests, wives, things of that nature. Plus, you need time for yourself. You have to get the proper sleep. You also have a life that you have to live. You have things that you need to do. You need to make groceries. When you're faced with driving 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, it takes your life completely away. It's only 24 hours in a day. Some of you all might say, hey, man, I'm making money hand over fist. You're killing yourself to be in the Lyft Express Drive program. You're a lucky person because the area that you're driving in, the city or state that you're driving in, it's doing pretty well by you. The bonuses that the algorithm is giving you is based off of the demand for riders in your area. So it's doing pretty good for you. Okay? So your opinion don't matter because you are a driver that's blessed. There's 100 drivers that's not. You know? I just wanted to leave this video today because I want new and future Lyft drivers to understand that when you join the Lyft Express Drive program, the clock is ticking. Time is money. You have no time to miss no days. Now, if you're in an area where the money is pretty good, you may can miss a day or maybe even 2 days. But what you're going to do is you're going to cut your profit down because then essentially you're going to be driving for the car payment and to recuperate your gas money. Any extra money you probably is not going to make for yourself. Maybe it's $50, $60, $100. It's only 7 days in a week. And you talking about missing days? I don't care how good the demand is in your area. Okay? Now, a lot of you are probably going to say, hey, man, in my area, I drive 4 days a week and I make $1,000. Okay. And I'm in the Lyft Express Drive program. You got to make the car payment. You're going to spend driving 4 days a week. You're going to, if you have to pay for gas, you're going to drop every bit of $250 to $300. Driving 4 days, 10 to 12 hours a day. And if you're driving an electric vehicle, you're probably going to spend $50 a day charging that. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, you can call it whatever you want to call it. When you're in the Lyft Express Drive program, the clock is ticking. Time is not your friend. You have to make the best of your time. They turn you into a robot. And I'm just giving you all the 100% genuine, real information that you all going to need to make the decision that you need to make to should you join the Lyft Express Drive program. Hey, I would like to say to everyone out there that I love you all. I hope the differences in our opinions don't change the love that we have for one another. I'm still going to love you regardless. I would like to say to everyone that haven't subscribed to my channel to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay in the loop for my latest video and my lives when I begin to go live again. I would like to say that I fully support the striking and protesting efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers from city to city and state to state. I fully commend you all for your unselfish approach to fight for change. If we don't get any change, I still stand with you 100%. I would like to say to everyone out there to find somebody to love today. Even if they get on your last nerve, it'll make you feel better. Until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.